welcome back to Dad Talk. Just like I promised to you guys last week about setting goals, and that's what this episode is about. It's about setting goals, but not just any goals, SMART goals. All right. Now each one of those letters means something. We'll go through and break it down through it. All right. First one is SMART. Is S. Is your goals need to be specific. If you say you want to be rich, I mean, what does rich mean to you? Does that mean having $1 million in the bank account? Does it mean having all these assets and money, or be able to do whatever you want? It needs to be a little bit more specific than just rich. You need to have a very specific goal in mind than that. So define what your broad goal is and narrow it down. So if you want to be rich, if that means having a lot of money, I want to have $1 million in my savings account. That would be more of a specific goal. All right. The next one is measurable. You have to be able to measure your goal. It can't just be, like I said, rich. Does that mean anything? It has to be a little bit more specific. And that's where the $1 million in the savings account comes into. That number is actually a measurable number, and you can actually look at it and see it and be able to account for it. So it has to be measurable as well. The next thing has to be achievable. All right, we'll stick with the $1 million thing. If you want $1 million in your bank account, you can't say, I want $1 million in my bank account tomorrow. Is that necessarily achievable? No, it's not. You want to make it achievable. I want to put things in place so that I can have $1 million in my bank account in the next 5 years. All right, is it going to be hard? Yes. But is it achievable? Absolutely, it's achievable. You just have to make sure that you have the right plan and everything else in line so that it works out. Okay. The next thing has to be relevant. Okay. If you want to make $1 million, it has to be relevant to what you're doing. I can't say I want to make $1 million as an NBA basketball player, because that's not going to happen. It's whatever's relevant that you're working with, whether it's a program, whether it's a business venture that you're working on. No matter what it is, it has to be relevant to what you're doing. All right. You can't say I want $1 million and say I want to be an NBA player. That doesn't quite work, and it's not relevant to the whole goal. Finally, your final thing is T, which is time sensitive. It has to be time based. All right. You can't say I want $1 million and just leave it at that. You have to put a specific time to it. Like I said, in 5 years, I want to be able to look at my savings account and see all those zeros and commas in there. I want to see $1 million in my savings account. That is a prime example. So in 5 years, I'm looking to do that. All right. So first thing is make sure it's specific. Next thing is measurable, achievable. It has to be relevant to what you're talking about. And finally, it has to be time-based. If you put all these things down and work out your plan and set these goals and put them in front of you, it's a lot easier to achieve these goals. All right, that's the main thing about setting goals, is to be able to achieve them. If you make them specific and smart, then you can achieve those goals. So go ahead, go out there and kind of write down what you want, and then kind of break it down a little bit further. As always, guys, be kind to everyone, and catch you guys on the other side.